Then I didn't react much. I was just waiting, reading through the complete email. And then I also got a message on my phone saying that you have been selected into this branch. If you want to confirm your seat, you have to do it by the end of this week. Then I realized that this was actually real. I literally got into IIT Bombay. A quote from the book of Alchemist stuck my mind, which says, if you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you achieve it. And that was true in my case. And I'm definitely sure it will be true in your case as well if you really want that. Hi guys, I'm Shaurya. I have done my bachelor's in computer science and engineering from B.V. Raju Institute of Technology, Narsapur, and my master's in Geoinformatics from IIT Bombay. Even though I am from CS background, this video is not specific to CS. It is to all the students who want to give GATE in future or who are already preparing for GATE and want to get an insight on how to face this exam. So in this video, I won't be specifically sharing any particular tips or book suggestions, which I will eventually do in future videos. In this video, I will share my journey from a backbencher of a 3-tier college and above average student all the way to clearing GATE and completing my master's from IIT Bombay. At the end of this video, I have really something important to share with you all. So make sure you watch this video till the end. I'll be very transparent and honest in the way I prepared and the rank I got, because the strategy which I have applied in my preparation is completely different from what the students usually take, and it was not an easy journey from beginning to the end. So I will make sure I completely and clearly explain, because I'm sure most of you are in a similar situation as I was previously. So I hope this video helps you all. So the main reason I have decided to give GATE was, the first thing was I really love teaching. I have passion towards teaching, and doing M.Tech is one way to enter into teaching. And secondly, I really love and I have this desire to study in IIT Bombay. Since my class 8, when I came to know about IITs in general, I felt I should study in an IIT in future, which unfortunately didn't happen in my BTech. And GATE is one way to get into IITs. And I'm sure most of you have the same dream to study in an IIT, and GATE is the best way to get into IITs. It was July of my 4th year, first semester, that I started to think and work towards GATE exam. And to be honest, I completely forgot what I have read in my past 3 years. So I have to start everything from zero. And unfortunately, I even don't have any senior at that time who has cleared GATE, etc., who can guide me. So I have none of them. So I have to start everything on my own from zero. So like every other GATE aspirant who is beginning to give GATE, beginning to study for GATE, the first thing we do is like go to YouTube and search how to crack GATE in 6 months, and listening to all the topper talks of GATE, previous year GATE, and all, going through all the book recommendations, what books to study, how to study, etc., etc. So I have also done the same thing, listening to all the topper talks and watching all the videos of cracking GATE in 6 months, GATE hacks, etc., etc. So I spent that complete 1 month of July just watching these YouTube videos and collecting all those recommended books which were suggested by everyone. So I downloaded all those books and listened to all the talks. And at the end of July, it took me like 15-20 days to just, I just wasted my time on watching these videos and all. And at the end, I was like highly motivated. Okay, this is the time, let's start preparation in a full exam mode. By this time, it was like mid-August, and I have only 6 months to, prepare for GATE exam. And unfortunately, being in my 4th year, I also have my project deadlines in maybe an end of October. And also my SEM exams will be starting from November, and they occupy a complete month. So all I have was August, mid-August, September, October, leave November for my SEM exams, and till the mid of December, my SEM exams will stretch. So I only have like hardly 4 months to prepare for GATE. So then I realized I cannot study all the subjects, all the 10 or 12 subjects which are in GATE. Doesn't make any sense in studying in this 2 months of time. So now I have reduced my aim. Now my aim was more clear. My aim was just to crack the exam. That's it. It was not like being a topper of GATE or something, which requires more knowledge than what I have at that point. So it made sense to, okay, let me start small. Let me keep my aim only to just cracking GATE. And with that experience of cracking GATE, I will give GATE next time with better preparation. So with this in mind, I have researched the minimum cutoffs and all, and what are the minimum requirements you need to crack the exam. So of which one was if you are good with your aptitude, general aptitude, and if your mathematics is good, you are good enough. And along with that, I have also chosen like 3 subjects of CS according to the previous year's weightage, of which they were design and analysis of algorithms, operating systems, and data structures. So my aim was to clear GATE this time with these 3 subjects and apti and mathematics. So this was my plan now. I have started preparing from all the standard textbooks and with an aim that I should, read each and every page of this book and complete all these textbooks. Along with that, I have to do maths and aptitude. So this was a process which was going on, reading from textbooks, getting the concepts, and doing aptitude and mathematics parallelly. And this went for 2 months, and I don't know how time flew. My end sem exams have appeared and I have to halt my GATE preparation and go on with my exams. By the end of my exams, which was mid-December, I realized that I only have 40 days for the exam now, and all I can do is just revise and practice more instead of, going for something new and starting something new now. So at this point, I have started solving questions from previous years, as many as possible. At the same time, revising the aptitude and mathematics formulas and also the theory, which I have read from standard textbooks from past 2-3 months. Finally, it was the day of the exam. I was a little bit nervous, but I had many reasons to calm myself down. First one was I have started preparation very late. Secondly, I started from ground zero, completely from the beginning. Thirdly, I had no proper guidance. And fourthly, this was just my first attempt and I know that I have a second attempt to come. So I was like, okay, pretty chill. Don't put pressure on myself. I thought I'll just attempt whatever questions I can answer and just, be relaxed and, attempt and come back. So that was my attitude throughout the paper. So with the same attitude, I started solving problems pretty relaxed and all, and just came back from the exam. After coming out of the exam, I was actually very happy that I'm able to solve few problems compared to what I thought before. So before going to the exam, I was like, I forgot everything, whatever I have learned, and I won't be able to solve not even a single question. And after the exam, I was very happy because I have solved few questions. So that was like a big achievement for me. So then we came back and I was chill for 1 month and the results came in March. So I checked the results and to my surprise, I have cleared the GATE exam by just 1 mark. And my rank ended up to be 13,234. So that was my rank in my first attempt, which is of no use. But I was confident for the fact that I was able to clear GATE in the first attempt. So in the second attempt, I will obviously get a much better rank. So then I forgot about the GATE exam. I was chilling with my friends because those were the final days of my B.Tech, and so we were partying and enjoying and all. And it stretched till June. And again, July came, and that was when I was like, okay, now this is my second attempt. And I have to make a proper plan to crack with a much better rank. So then I first sat down and I was noting what mistakes I have made in my first attempt. Firstly, it was I haven't given any mock test in my first attempt. Secondly, I have spent too much time in reading standard textbooks. And thirdly, I haven't solved much problems from different subjects. And now again it is July and I only have like 6 months again. But this time I have a clear cut strategy. So my strategy was I have to do a lot of problems. So I have bought the materials of a coaching institute which is Ace Academy. Not specifically, I'm not suggesting any Ace Academy, but I just bought it because Ace Academy is more popular in Hyderabad. So that's why I just bought it and nothing else. I feel all the coaching institutes materials are similar, same kind of questions. So it doesn't matter what coaching institute material you buy, but I have bought Ace Academy material. And secondly, my mistake was that I have read standard textbooks, which is a big mistake. So I thought I should not waste my time in reading standard textbooks. So I applied reverse engineering. That means I used to open the workbook, look at the question, look at the problem directly without even reading any theory of that. I just used to open the book and look at the problem. And 90% of the time, I don't know how to answer that question, honestly. So I used to see the question, okay, write down the question in a book, turn back, look at the solution. And by looking at the solution, I used to understand the concept. Okay, so this is the question and this is how you should apply this concept and this is the formula you should use here. So I used to make notes by making mistakes. So that is what I have repeated for every subject. I used to look at the problem. I don't know how to solve it. Go to the solution, write notes, write formulas, mark it properly, highlight it so that you won't forget it again. So this is how, by making mistakes again and again, I have made my notes. And so I have kept each notebook for every subject. And this is what I have repeated. Every morning, I used to spend 1 hour on solving aptitude and mathematics, because getting marks in these two subjects is very, very easy and it will help a lot in boosting your rank. So I focused on solving these two every morning. And along with that, I have also made flashcards of different subjects, different formulae. I had like 40-50 flashcards and they used to be on my desk. So randomly, I used to pick up a flashcard and just take a look at it and quickly revise whatever is there in that flashcard. And this has actually helped me to recollect quickly in the exam. This flashcard made me so easy, made me used to looking at those formulas. It subconsciously, I memorized everything and it really helped me in the exam. Along with that, I also had a paper which has IIT Bombay written on it and I have stuck it on the wall. So whenever I was studying and I look up, I'll look at it subconsciously, automatically. So then I'll imagine, okay, IIT Bombay is my aim. I have to get into IIT Bombay. So I used to imagine myself studying in IIT Bombay. I'm just manifesting IIT Bombay into my life. So that was my complete day routine during those 6 months. Morning aptitude, mathematics and flashcards and solving problems via reverse engineering. In the same process, as I've said, I haven't taken any coaching, but I have used a lot of resources from YouTube and Google and whatnot, whatever sources are available freely. And I have watched many YouTube videos of different GATE tutors explaining different concepts, from which I have made notes and studied those concepts. So I would like to take this moment to thank them, to thank all the GATE professors or teachers on GATE who made their videos, of which the first person was Mr. Ravindra Babu Rawla. His videos are excellent, I have to say, excellent. The free videos which are available on YouTube, they help me clear my concepts mainly of computer networks, TOC, and even operating systems and also algorithms. They are like ultimate clarity. Huge thanks to Ravindra Babu Rawla for those videos which are available on YouTube. And secondly, Mr. Kiran Kumar from Gatebook. He is also an excellent teacher. The way he teaches is very slowly, calmly, and he teaches with in lot of depth. So I used to make notes of each and everything from these two Gate teachers. I used to note everything. And along with that, one of the most underrated website, this is for CS students, one of the most underrated website is gateoverflow.in. So to give a quick idea, I'll make a separate video on that future. But to give a quick idea, this website is like a Quora or a Reddit where you post your question and all the people related to that will answer those questions. So this portal is only for CS, where you can post gate related questions. You can post it. And I used to, take a picture of the question and upload it in the question. And I used to get a lot of comments, a lot of answers from all the aspirants and also the ones who are studying in IITs. They used to answer those questions. So in this way, by looking at the comments of my question, I used to make notes of it. I used to make notes of all the people commenting below the question, their approaches. So this has actually helped me a lot, because this helped me to look at the problem from a different perspective. Like, you can solve the same problem in 2-3 different ways. So I used to write all those different ways by reading each and every comment. And that is how I have actually expanded my knowledge of CS. I have read so much, I have learned so much of CS in these 6 months of my GATE than I have, learned in my previous 4 years of BTech. So this was a huge blessing which I had, gateoverflow.in. I posted like hundreds of questions and I got answers for every question. So I used to make note of those questions and learned concepts like that. So this actually helped me to understand the beauty of computer science, which I haven't realized during my BTech. And this made me like more enthusiastic, and this helped me a lot, motivated me to study more of CS. Along with that, I have also realized the importance of giving a mock test. So I have bought this mock test series from like 4 different institutes, and I started giving full length mock test, which is of 3 hours. From October, I started giving 2 mock tests a week. So at total, I think I gave around 20 to 25 mock tests by February. Initially, my plan was to give the mock test from September. But we feel when we are preparing for an exam, we always feel that the syllabus is incomplete. You need something, there will be something left to cover. And we procrastinate giving these mock tests, saying that you didn't complete that subject and you need to revise everything to give a mock test. But this is all brain trying to trick you, stopping you from giving a mock test. And it also stopped me from giving a mock test. I planned it in September, but I was convincing myself, okay, I did not complete this subject. I have this part left over to complete. I need to revise everything. I need to revise all the subjects to give a mock test. So this pushed the deadline, the starting line from, September to October. So finally I was like, okay, I don't care whatever syllabus is completed or left. I will start giving the mock test and see how it goes. I can't waste more time. I have so many tests there to give. So I can't waste more time on thinking about the completion. So with that attitude, I gave my first mock test in October. And to my utter disappointment, I scored 17 marks out of 100. The cutoff will be 25 in the main exam, and in the mock test I got 17 marks. So I was literally disqualified. So I was like surprised, I was shocked, disappointed, because I put so much effort, writing notes, learning stuff on my own. And finally this is the result I got in the mock test. But I was like, okay, this is just the first mock test. And I was also not used to that, 3 hours of time continuously sitting for 3 hours and thinking and writing. So I was not much harsh on myself. I thought, okay, I'll improve through giving more tests. So that's what I did. Every week I gave 2 mock tests, and gradually my score increased from 17 marks to 60. I even touched 60 marks in some tests. So that was a gradual improvement, which I was very happy for. So this mock tests have given me a lot of confidence to face the main exam. So with a similar attitude, with a strong and confident mindset, I have attempted my second attempt of GATE, which is GATE 2018. And after coming back from the exam, I was like pretty happy. I was pretty happy with my performance because compared to last year, I have done a much more better. My performance is so good. I improved a lot. I answered more questions. So I was pretty happy with the way I performed. And finally, after 1 month, the results came. And just take a moment to guess my rank. So my rank was 3265. So that was my rank after second attempt, 3265. And I was extremely disappointed with this rank. Because forget about IITs, you won't even get a top NIT with this rank. So I was like, why did I where did I lose marks? And then I went and checked the key. I got around 39.67 in my final second attempt, which fetched me a rank of 3265. Then I was like, there has to be something wrong. I just went back and checked the key and compared with my answers. And there I realized my actual score was like around 47 or something. And I made mistakes which costed me -8 marks, which dropped my rank from around 1500 to 3000. So that was the cost I have to pay for, negative marking. So I was completely disappointed and all. But looking at the brighter side of the situation, I was happy for the fact that from 13,000 rank last year, I came all the way to 3,000. I was very happy because I improved by 10,000 ranks. And I was so confident that if I give GATE one more year in the next year, I'm pretty sure that I would be in top 100. So I was so confident because now I know complete in and out of the GATE exam, how to prepare, what not to do and what to do. So I was actually mentally preparing myself on giving GATE for the third time. Because I so badly wanted to study in IIT Bombay, I was like, okay, let me go for the third attempt. I was like preparing myself mentally, and I took some time. I was thinking, okay, how to start my preparation for the third attempt. So just then, one of my friend had informed me that the rank which I got, I have cleared the cutoff for few branches, few interdisciplinary branches of IIT Bombay. Interdisciplinary are the branches where students from different UG backgrounds will come together and study in that particular department. And there are many such departments in all the IITs, which students are not aware of. And you guys are also eligible to all those interdisciplinary departments. So similarly, I have cleared the cutoff luckily, and I was eligible. If I apply, I will be shortlisted. But to get into that branch, I have to clear the written test first and then the interview to get a seat in that branch. And these interdisciplinary departments are usually small, which have less students, which are around 25 students. And these 25 students should be from all the different backgrounds. And the openings, the seats for CS are only around 4 to 5 seats. That's it. And the students will be around 200 to 250 CS students. And similarly for all the branches, but 200 students from each UG background will be shortlisted for the written test. And then if they clear that, they'll be going into the interviews. So 250 students of CS fighting for 4 seats or 5 seats. And I was one among those 250 students. And there will be so many students who are having a better rank than me, more knowledge than me in subject. So I was like the last priority in the hierarchy, because my aim was to study in IIT Bombay. And I felt that this is the only opportunity, the only chance I have to get into IIT Bombay. So I was now so desperate that I left no stone unturned. I talked with all the seniors. I went into their website and checked their emails and mailed them and talked with them regarding what the paper pattern would be, how the interviews will be conducted, and got to know more about the department in detail. I did a lot of research because this is the only chance in which, I can get into that branch. Even though the probability of me selecting into that branch is very, very, very low, I thought, let me give my full efforts. Don't worry about the result, but let me gather knowledge regarding the department. Let me get ready for the interviews properly, and बाद का बाद में देखते हैं. Similarly, not only Geoinformatics and IIT Bombay, I have gone through different IITs websites and searched for different interdisciplinary branches for which I am clearing the cutoff. And I have traveled to different IITs. I went to IIT Gandhinagar, I went to IIT Guwahati, and I have been to IIT Bombay to give interviews in different interdisciplinary departments. And I'll be making specific videos on how I prepared for interdisciplinary departments and how you can prepare for interdisciplinary department, how you will be benefited by joining these departments, because these are the departments which people are not aware of, and there are some lovely departments which are interdisciplinary. So I'll make a complete video on that, so it will be helpful for you guys. But yeah, I have went to different IITs, gave interviews in different interdisciplinary departments. The time has passed 1-2 months, and then one evening when I just woke up from sleep, I saw a mail on my mobile phone which says this: yes, I have been selected into Geoinformatics. There were around 250 students who gave the interview, and 5 people were selected in my batch from CS, and I was one among them. So when I saw the email, I didn't believe that. I literally didn't believe that. I thought it would be a mistake. So then I didn't react much. I was just waiting, reading through the complete email. And then I also got a message on my phone saying that you have been selected into this branch. If you want to confirm your seat, you have to do it by the end of this week through the COAP portal. Then I realized that this was actually real. I literally got into IIT Bombay. Then I ran to my father, and he hugged me. He hugged me tightly. He was so happy. And then my mother, she was so happy. She went into she started doing puja and all. So it was so unbelievably, unreal. It is so unreal for me. A quote from the book of Alchemist stuck my mind, which says, if you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you achieve it. And that was true in my case. And I'm definitely sure it will be true in your case as well if you really want that. The next day, I got a result of IIT Guwahati, and I was also selected in the rural technology branch of IIT Guwahati, for which I have given the interview. And it had only 10 seats, and there are around 300 students who came for the interview. And I was also selected in that branch. So now I have 2 offers from IITs. And thirdly, I also got an offer from IIT Tirupati in CS directly. And I have to choose one. So obviously, I have to go with IIT Bombay because that was my dream, which started in 2008 when I was in my 8th class to get into IIT Bombay, and it was fulfilled in 2018 after 10 years. And finally, I got into IIT Bombay and I passed out in 2020. And currently now I am working in Japan for an IT firm. Life in IIT, and especially life in IIT Bombay, is unbelievable. There are no words to describe how I enjoyed each and every moment for which I stayed there for the 2 years. I'll completely make a new video on life at IITs in general, because that will be a great motivation for you guys throughout your preparation, I'm sure. And that was my story from my journey from a backbencher of a 3-tier college to getting into IIT Bombay and completing my masters from IIT Bombay. I hope it had given you some insight, a little insight. Of course, I'll be making detailed videos on each and every topic, but I hope this gave you a little insight on what goes through a GATE preparation. From this long journey of GATE exam, I would conclude by pointing out few important points which I have learned and which I want you all to understand clearly and properly before getting into GATE preparation, or if you are in GATE preparation. Do not compare the toughness of IIT JEE and GATE exam, because even though both these exams are entries into IITs, that doesn't mean both exams are having similar toughness. IIT JEE is far more tougher than GATE. Okay, so if I can crack GATE exam, then obviously you all can crack a GATE exam as well. So don't compare both exams. And secondly, never ever underestimate your self-worth. You may be an average student, you may be a backbencher like me, you have no motivation to study. That doesn't mean you cannot clear the exam. Okay, with proper planning, you can definitely clear the exam. So never underestimate your self-worth, because you are worth more than what you think you are. Because GATE is more an exam of attitude rather than your intellect. So if you have that positive winning attitude, then you will definitely clear GATE. GATE exam has unlimited attempts. So give how many ever attempts you can. If you can, then give it. Because GATE is such an exam which only keeps getting better and better through every attempt. Okay, so you'll just keep improving throughout. So if you have a chance, give a second attempt. I personally know many people who have given at least 3 to 4 attempts and cleared GATE finally, got into IITs, and now they're leading a comfortable life working in some big companies. So you have nothing to lose, guys. Just give how many attempts you want to give. Finally, I would conclude by saying that this channel is not specific to GATE or not specific to computer science in general. This is related to all the competitive exams, not only in India, also abroad. And not only competitive exams, but also higher studies related stuff, where I'll be bringing students from different institutes and discussing with them in depth and sharing their journey with you all guys, so that you can learn from the mistakes they have made. Because as the quotation says, wise people in general learn from the mistakes of others. So you will have this opportunity to get to know their journey and the way they prepared, in a way in which you might get connected with them, because you might be in a similar situation in which they were in. So it will be helpful in your journey of higher studies and also in making better career choices. So thank you so much for watching, and I will meet you in next video.